All right, Jim just mentioned it. We actually had the pleasure of catching up with Danny O'Neill when he was still back in Indianapolis after committing to Sean Lewis on the Mesa. I think we spoke with him in the middle of December before he made the trip to San Diego, went through spring football, now fall camp, and this weekend named starting quarterback as a true freshman at San Diego State. And he's with us right now, John and Jim, home of the Aztecs. First of all, Danny, thank you for taking the time and congratulations. And what have these last 24-plus hours been like for you and your family?
Hey, thank you guys for having me on. I really appreciate it. The last 24 hours have kind of been crazy. It's really been kind of a dream come true, and I've been working really hard for this, and I know all the other guys in the room have too, and it's just been great to know that I have their support, and that we're just going to keep competing and keep going through this season like we have been, and just working every day.
So were you told in front of the team or the position group, or how did this come about that you found out you would be starting week one?
Ended up happening Saturday night, and Coach Lou called a few of the quarterbacks in, and we had kind of some one-on-one meetings, and he just told us what the coach's plan was moving forward, and told me I was going to be the starter for week one. And it was really good to hear, but just had to know that it was great that all the hard work has gotten me to this point. But now there's a new goal, and that's just to win week one and do my part to help the team.
What has the competition been like, and what has that quarterback room been like for you to get up to this point to be the named starter?
The competition has been great. We were all competing for this starting job, and it was building up, and all of us were attacking it the right way, and I'm really proud of all the guys. We've all grown so much, not only just from spring ball, but from the beginning of camp until now. So it's been great to see, and we compete in every way we can. Whenever we're in the film room together, we're always helping each other out, seeing things, talking, and trying to figure out, plays, defenses, all that kind of stuff. And then obviously on the field, we're not only just competing against ourselves, but against each other, to make the best throw, to make the best reads, to score the most touchdowns, things like that.
San Diego State freshman quarterback, the starter for the Aztecs to begin 2024. Danny O'Neill with us right now, John and Jim on the home of the Aztecs, San Diego Sports 760. What's the process been like to go from high school, enroll early, and get to this point? Like, how would you describe these last 7 or 8 months? That's a lot of change, obviously. Just from high school to college for anyone is a lot of change. How would you describe this process you've undergone here in 2024?
Yeah, really, I had great support back home, with my family, my coaches, all my teachers. So really, that was the easy part, was, graduating early, being helped out any way I could through school, and then getting out here. My parents, it's a far away from home, but me and my parents do a great job of talking on the phone nightly, and just keeping me up to date and knowing what's going on back home. So they make it easy just to be able to focus on ball out here. And obviously, school is a little bit different, but some time has to be put aside for that. But really, this summer has just been all football, and then camp obviously just been all football every day. So it's been a really fun time, and I wouldn't want it any other way.
How's the process been to learn this offense for Sean Lewis to get ready here?
It has its ups and downs. It's at the base level, it's pretty simple. Especially, I say that now, being the third or fourth time that we've gone over the install and everything. But yeah, my first time going through it in the spring, my head was spinning a little bit. Just making sure I'm doing the right thing. Now I know what I'm doing, so now I can just. And I have trust in the guys. We put in so much work together. Me, the receivers, the O-line up front. They make my job easy. They're always doing the right thing, so they're in the right spots. It's easy for me to trust them. And then just being able to see the coverage, know where to go with the ball, and what decisions to make.
Danny O'Neill with us right now, San Diego State starting quarterback here, coming up against Texas A&M Commerce right here on San Diego Sports 760 on August 31st. Can you describe for our listeners what makes your relationship with Coach Lewis so unique and special? Because you had committed to him and Deion at Colorado. He leaves for San Diego State. You end up at San Diego State. You were recruited by a number of programs across the country. What was it about Sean Lewis that stood out for you and your family throughout the process?
Really, it was just the way that he goes about his business. That was something that really, kind of drew my attention to him initially at Colorado. Obviously, I loved the scheme. Thought my skill set could, really flourish in his offense. And then just being around him, seeing how he goes about his business. I mean, when we're here, he's the first guy in the building and he's the last one out, which you can't ask anything more from the leader of the program. So it's just he says a lot of good things, but he's always about action, and like he's always doing what is needed for the team, no matter what. And I really admire that. And not only that, but he's also a great husband. He's a great father. Gotten to meet his family, and it's been a really cool thing that I've been able to get so close with him, and we went through some stuff with recruitment and just how open and honest he was with me about everything. It was just, I knew that wherever he ended up, I was probably gonna end up with him just because of the trust I had for him.
Why does this offense fit your skill set so well, in your opinion?
I just think that the scheme is just so. It's simple yet fast. Like there's just so many things that we can do, and I'd say honestly one of my biggest things is maybe my accuracy or my anticipation, and just the way that he sees the game as a play caller is so. It's just really, it fits whoever is at quarterback. He's had a bunch of different guys with a bunch of different skill sets play under him before. So just my ability to use my legs a little bit in the run game, and then obviously with the accuracy that is needed to be a good quarterback at the Division I level.
Danny, you briefly mentioned the skill. I think for Aztec fans that have followed this program for a number of years, it appears as if on paper there's as much skill on San Diego State's roster offensively as there's been in a while, whether it's some of these receivers that have come in, some of the returnees like a Mekhi Shaw. The running back room has been loaded in recent years. That continues. The tight ends have been bolstered here. What do you think about the skill that's surrounding you on offense?
All the guys around me make my job super easy. We probably have one of the best running back rooms in the country. Our receiver room, we have guys that can have home run play abilities, super fast on the perimeter. And then up front, we have guys that are we call it blue collar nasty. That's one of our team mottos. The guys up front, they live by that. And, they make my job easy. And then, the tight ends, they're super versatile. We can use them in the run game and in the pass game. So really all the talent, it just makes my job super easy. And not only are they all great players, but just off the field too. They've grown to be some of my best friends since being out here. And, it's really cool to see how, alike most of us are, and just how connected we are off the field.
Danny, one more before you go, and correct me if I'm wrong. I want to say during your visit out here, it may have been your first trip to San Diego. Is that accurate when you made your visit?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what has it been like? Just take us off the field for a moment. I know it's a ton of football, but like you said, interacting with teammates, spending time in San Diego. This is a different world, obviously, from the Midwest. So what has that experience been like for you personally?
It's been awesome. I'm a big beach guy, so whenever I get a chance, just me and a few guys heading to the beach, relaxing for a little bit. And then, we're always at someone's house, either watching a UFC fight or just doing something. And it's just fun to be around the guys on the team and seeing them outside of the facility, just because, when we're at the facility, it's time to work. So being able to be around guys when it's just time to relax and people can really just be themselves. It's cool to see just how close the team has gotten outside of the facility.
If you're a big beach guy, I have a feeling you've come to the right place. San Diego
It's a good beach town.
Yeah, it's a good beach town.
Yeah.
San Diego State's Danny O'Neil. We're thrilled for you, Danny. We really are. Congratulations. We're excited to see you coming up in less than 2 weeks at Snapdragon Stadium. Thanks for taking the time for us, and we'll do it again soon, all right?
Thanks, Danny.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys for having me.